Hey folks, so Evolution Saw sent me, Evolution Tools, sorry, sent me the saw, and they wanted me to do a review on it. And the thing I've been having trouble about when I try to put a review together, um, well, you know, they usually want it out within a couple weeks, um, and it's hard for me to do that because I haven't had a lot of tools. Been doing this like 5 years, so I don't have a diverse. I didn't have a diverse feeling on tools. I have since ran across a few of these sliding miter saws, uh, a Bosch, and also a Mastercraft. So you know, just generic mid-level saws. Uh, so now that I've used a few, I can give this review, I feel. And I like to be fair and honest and give it to you in the perspective of if I were going to buy it, things I'd want to know to consider. So, first of all, I've used this a lot. I've been doing renovations in the house, another reason I haven't had videos out. But I've used this a lot, and it's cut tons. Hardwoods, softwoods, I've cut metal with it. Everything I throw at it, as long as I clamp it down and solidify it if it's hard, it cuts right through it. Steel plate. So it does exactly what they say it'll do. It's one thing I really like about it compared to the other ones is that it's also really light, even though it's strong, and I feel like it's sturdy. Like it doesn't have a lot of flex to it. There is some, there's a slight amount, but I haven't seen a miter saw yet that doesn't have a slight left to right. You know, and technique to correct that is try and hold it as steady and straight without using left to right force on it as you're cutting down. It does come with a laser. I don't use the lasers. I mark my wood and line up the blade, so I never use a laser. It has a delay start, and I think that's to fill up a capacitor somewhere, maybe. It gives it a little bit kick to the motor, and I don't know, because it does seem to have quite a strength. Here's the things. I don't know like what the amperage difference is and all that, but I'll read them to you so you know what they are. 1800 watts, 15 amps. Takes a 10-inch blade, or 255 millimeters. What's this? 1 inch. Oh, you lose an inch on the hardware that's around the bottom, so you're going to, you know, you don't get the full 5 inches from the arbor. So that's what that is. You lose an inch there. It's 4 inches you get on your cut. Max speed 2,500 RPMs, and I guess that's normal. I think my tail saw runs at 5,400 or something like that. Anyway, the adjusters for setting the angles all work just like you'd expect them to. They have the stop locks for the different positions. Seems pretty accurate, sturdy fence. The gear that came with it, the hold down clamps, I don't really use them. I generally use push sticks or my hands. So that I didn't really play with a lot, but they work like any other one you'd expect. And the fence I also don't use, but I do like that it came with a little plastic piece. Now, this plastic piece here is upside down right now. What I'd have to do is loosen the Allen key here. I take this out, flip it over, stick it in, and then I have a stop. I don't use this as a rest. This table isn't its final resting place, so that's another story. Anyway, but overall it's a nice tool, nice design. Like I said, it's pretty light. It's nice, and the blade cuts nice. It's lasted well. Cuts through metal and keeps clean cuts even after a long time on my hardwoods. So no complaints there at all. Easy to change blades if you need to. Good guard system. I really like this handle, how big it is, and just it's at first there's a little different ergonomics to it, but I like it. Of course, slider locks. Let's turn it around here. So you got yourself slider locks there. Okay, and you also have your up-down lock, like everything else. You can also set, if you push this piece down here, right there, you can set the depth so that you can make constant. If maybe you want to make a dado or something, you can use that and keep the blade above specified amount. And of course your back bevel that you can set like you'd expect with any miter. So, where did I? Oops. So, if I were to buy this at Canadian Tire, this is Canadian prices when it goes on sale, about $250. I would 100% buy this. It's a good tool, and I appreciate that they sent it to me. I did get an unboxing out, but I do apologize for not getting a review, but I hope this, and including this in all my videos, can make up for that. So, anyway, that's the Evolution saw. Check them out. Go to their webpage, www.11evolutionbuild.com, and or go to Canadian Tire, or just Google and whatever store is near you. I'm sure you can find it. If I can find a locator, I'll put links down below anyway. So anyway, that's the Evolution chop saw, and well worth the purchase. Comparing it to using Mastercraft and Bosch, I'll tell you the Bosch, you can feel a quality difference. Like, it does have a step up in solid, like just how it feels. But anybody wanting to run around job, like, you know, chuck it in the back of the truck or use it out wherever, move it around, just a common basic saw, right here, perfect.